the themes of the summer solstice. We have themes that are yummy, expansive, and just really beautiful for activating something big in your life. Hello, loves, and welcome back to the Essence Show and podcast brought to you by Sacred Success. We are here to talk about how we can change the way that we do work, the way that we create success in the world, the way that you really leave your mark, step into your mission and your purpose, and do it in a way that gets to feel really freaking good. So we've had a few technical difficulties the last couple of weeks. If you've been tuning in, thank you for continuing to listen. We've been figuring it out. So this is why I have like a little fluffy thing on my microphone today. Hopefully it's not too distracting. And if you're listening, then it won't distract you at all. And you will just hear the clean, crisp sound of my voice. Before we dive in, thank you so much for being here. If you're new here, welcome to this space, to the Sacred Success community with your fellow Sacred Success seekers. Please take a moment to like and subscribe to the channel, leave a review, or follow along on the podcast on Spotify or Apple Music. Let me know in the comments how this resonated with you. I love being able to connect and share and really dive into like the nitty-gritty of what's coming up for you here, because ultimately, like, I'm sharing my own embodied wisdom, what I teach in my courses and with my clients and within coaching, and I've embodied it. That's why I share it with you, because I've gone through this process, this experience, I'm living it, and I am so committed to walking my talk. And then it's so much fun to really see how you start taking this on in your life. And truthfully, it looks different for everyone, because this is about making your path to sacred success, making your process of creating sacred success. And these are all the most amazing and incredible tools that we can be using in order to do that. So make sure you do all those good things. I'm going to be giving you a little meditation at the end, so stick around for that today, and let me know in the comments afterwards at the end of this video, or again in the review section on any podcast platform, how this resonated with you. How are you going to be using the summer solstice energy to really activate some kind of growth and expansion in your life? So I kind of gave away the topic here, but we're going to be talking about the summer solstice. As you watch this video on the 21st of June, if you're watching it right as this episode comes out and releases, or if you're watching it later, the 21st of June, 2023 is the summer solstice. This is the longest day of the year. And I'm literally going to be in Sweden celebrating what they call midsummer there, which is a whole celebration and experience, which I'm so freaking excited about. I went last year for the first time. I actually wore this dress there. I didn't even realize that I put that on today when I sat down to record these episodes. And I was like, oh my gosh, I wore this for midsummer. This is full circle. But it's a celebration of this longest day of the year. And this essentially means, like, when we start talking about it energetically, that the sun, which represents masculine energy, has the most amount of time. So we have the longest day of the year, the shortest night, the bigger masculine energy, or bigger amount of masculine energy, and like the secondary feminine energy. And so really what this means is that summer is a season, and the summer solstice marks the beginning of summer. It's a season that is predominantly masculine energy based. And so when we look at then the feminine energy side of things, okay, it's the moon, it's the nighttime, and this is the shortest night of the year. It's the most amount of sunlight, least amount of nighttime. So already this is telling us that we're leaning into more masculine energy that's just naturally occurring around us in the season. And one thing that is really important, and we'll go into some themes of the seasons and all of that as well, but I just want to start with saying this, because a lot of the times when we look at the masculine-based seasons, which are spring and summer, as a society, we tend to get really caught up in the energies and in the perspectives of these seasons. We're always here to plan and execute, plan and execute, plan and execute. Like, that is kind of how success is framed in our society, right? And so when we are in these masculine energy-based seasons, it is so much fun a lot of the times, because we can really harness this energy that's already existing, this masculine energy that's happening around us within this season of summer. It's important, however, to not get carried away with this energy, to not go to a place where all of the sudden you're too heavily back in the masculine. Simply because the energy is there and because you have it and you can use it does not mean that is the only energy that you want to be in. And it also really is a reminder to come back to balance. Like, yes, we're in a more masculine based season right now, and you still want to create that harmony, that sacred balance within yourself. So the themes of the summer solstice, we have themes that are yummy, expansive, and just really beautiful for activating something big in your life. So the themes include abundance, culmination, outward external energy, this battery power tank that's within you that really fuels whatever it is that you want to do. Like, think about summer as in like the big sun. Like, this is your freaking life force energy. And it's almost like this renewable battery, especially in summertime, and this energy that's around us that makes us want to go, go, go. It makes us want to get out there. It makes us want to be social. It makes us want to go plan trips, travel, have fun with friends, work, get into the project phase of things, like really show ourselves, be visible, put ourselves on that platform, on that pedestal. And this is powerful energy that can really, number one, fuel the creations that you already have in progress. And number two, really allow you to expand or execute or launch or make visible something that you've already been working towards. So it's kind of like, okay, springtime, we're planting the seeds. If you are in that phase personally in your life right now, or in terms of a project, I actually would recommend that you go back and watch the spring equinox video that I have, or the episode that I have in the Essence podcast, because that is a really important phase. We can't just like all of a sudden wake up one day and be like, I'm going to launch all of my things. It's like, okay, did we plant the seed? Did we make a plan? Did we actually start to set the foundations? Or are we just like jumping out of like nowhere into the abyss, essentially? Does that make sense? So there is a process of, in spring, okay, we're planting the seeds and things are kind of growing beneath the surface, right? Like, we don't see the growth that's happening necessarily, but that's super, super important because it's laying the foundations. It's creating this slow and steady pace. It's creating a system and a flow to how you're showing up or to how the success is coming about. Then when we get to summer, this is like, it's sprouting, it's blooming. Like, the plants are here. We're seeing them flowering. We're seeing how things are growing and moving. We're not ready to harvest it yet. We're not ready to like pick everything off yet and start eating it. That comes later. But right now it's really, okay, I can really put myself out there. I can execute on these projects. I can make myself visible. I can make myself or these projects or whatever it is that you are creating, that sacred success, be seen. So this is really peak energy. This is peak productivity energy. This is peak motivation, momentum energy. This is peak growth and expansion. Like, if you are in this phase of a project right now, I encourage you to run with it. Like, really lean into this energy and harness it. You can just the same harness this energy if you're in a different phase right now. So let's say you are in that spring phase and you are just planting and seeding. You can still use this like excited, expansive, go, go, go energy and bring some of that into how you're setting the foundations, how you're planting your seeds. Does that make sense? So the peak is also associated with a phase of the menstrual cycle. And in here, when we talk about cyclical harmony, which is basically understanding the codes of your cycles that exist within you and using them to activate productivity, success, time management, energy management, time freedom, all of those things. And so when we look at cycle syncing specifically, the phase of ovulation is the phase that correlates with the season of summer. And ovulation is a really this same energy. It's a time to put yourself out there. You're feeling really good about yourself. You are literally ovulating. So hormonally in your body, you are wanting to put yourself out there. You're wanting to be seen. This is the time when you're most fertile. So you want in your hormonal body to essentially attract a mate to make a baby, right? And so you're feeling really embodied in your sexiness, in your magnetism, in your attractiveness. And these are, again, similar themes of like, how do we attract abundance? And that's a theme of summer. So if we're talking about that, Abundance is an energetic experience. So if you're feeling abundant, and that can be like, oh, I'm feeling so sexy right now, I'm feeling so beautiful in my dress, like I just want to be outside, be like, big diva energy or rich bitch energy, and like sit on the side of the road and drink my Aperol and people watch or meet up with girlfriends or like whatever that is. And it's like, oh, I'm feeling really good about myself right now. Like that is like abundant energy, right? Because you're going to be attracting things of that similar energetic value. And if you're feeling good about yourself, well, then you can only attract good, high vibe feeling things, right? That's like a very, very basic example. But that's why season of summer aligns with ovulation in those two phases. It's a time when you have a lot of natural energy within you, especially specifically talking about ovulation. You want to be out and about. You want to be socializing more. You want to be saying yes to things. And you just really do have this renewable energy battery pack. At least that's what it feels like. I will talk more about that in a minute. For just renewing your energy. Like you have a high energy capacity. And so this is true in the phase of ovulation. And we can also take those themes into the season of summer. The thing that I tell a lot of my clients, especially my ladies inside of my course, Rest for Success, is that you want to be really intentional about how you harness this energy. Because if you feel like you have a renewable battery pack and you're like, oh, I'm feeling good and I'm getting so much done and I'm like out and about and I'm seeing my girlfriends and I'm going on dates or I'm having like sweet little weekend trips away with my honey, like if we're feeling that good energy and we're really only focusing it into work because we're like, okay, I have this renewable energy battery pack, I'm just going to go and like get tons of shit done. That's when things start to get a little sticky because we are only focusing on the work element of things because the energy is there and you're not creating balance for yourself at the same time. And the problem with this is that if you're only funneling this energy into work, because I know some of you are thinking, hey, cool, like if I have this energy, I'm just going to use it. I'm going to like fucking funnel all of it into doing this work right now and getting a lot done. However, then you can't take this energy into your next season with you. It leaves you feeling burnt out and exhausted, as opposed to, hey, this is my energy battery pack for basically the rest of the year. So like I'm going to like lean into it. I'm going to be in it. I'm going to work on the projects that I'm here to work on. I'm going to be really excited about it. I'm going to be visible. And how can I create balance so that I can sustain this energy longer than just this season? And some ways that we do that is through incorporating the feminine, bringing rest and ease and pleasure and play into how you are showing up. And so in different seasons, you might have a different desire for different kinds of rest. And so that doesn't mean that in the season of summer, you have to lay on your back porch in the sun and take a nap. I mean, personally, that sounds amazing to me. But maybe you're like, I have so much energy, like laying down and doing nothing doesn't feel good to me. Okay, cool. How can you funnel this balance then into something that's fun and playful? So that's not related to work. And maybe that's like a fun event that you can go to. Maybe it's an art class. Maybe it's a concert in the park. Maybe it's a trip that you want to take away for the weekend. What I would really hone in on here, though, is making sure that it is something that really rejuvenates you. So, not work related, not something that exhausts you. So, for example, if you are more of an introvert, don't do something that's super, super social. Do something that's going to support you in renewing your energy and feeling really grounded in this sacred balance within yourself. Okay. This is really going to be key to sustaining your energy and also momentum within the projects that you're creating or the work that you're doing long term. This is also the beginning of the first summer zodiac season or cosmic season, which is Cancer. And I'm going to just talk really briefly about this because Cancer is an interesting one. I am a Cancer rising. If you have Cancer in your chart, it means that you are really strongly ruled by the moon, by divine feminine energy. And so a season like summer, even though I'm very good at being in my masculine energy, a season like summer where there's like a lot of masculine energy, but then paired with a start to the season of summer with the sign of Cancer, which has so much of this feminine energy, it can seem a little bit confusing. So this is really the call to come back to this inner balance. Like, okay, if we're in this masculine summer season where we want to be visible and we want to expand and really be in this fun, exciting growth, How can I at the same time really ground myself in my internal world, in my feminine energy? How can I come back to reconnecting with my intuition as I, launch or exert myself in the external physical world? Cancer is also about themes of belonging and connecting back to your sense of home or your roots. So, again, really, this is asking you to root down in order to rise. If you are here and you have set your foundations, but now you're out and you're doing so many things, it's like, hey, come back and keep making sure that you're grounded. Keep making sure that you're creating a sense of home and belonging and rootedness for yourself. Keep nurturing yourself. Keep tuning into your intuition and your feminine energy as you go through this process of growth and expansion in this masculine energy season, and harnessing this energy for the growth of your life or your project or whatever it is that you're focusing on. So let me know in the comments how all of this resonated with you. I'm going to leave you with a short meditation to really help you tap into this energy. So I want you to find a place, and maybe you don't want to listen to this meditation right now. Maybe press pause and save it for later, where you can actually listen to this at a place where you feel really grounded, where you're not, on your commute to work or driving your car. But I want you to find a place that really represents summer to you. And this could be a beach, a lake, a meadow somewhere, a garden, even your own garden, maybe your balcony. Maybe you even just have a bouquet of flowers in your living room right now because you don't have a garden or a balcony or a meadow that you can go to, and you can just do that. If you really don't have anything, bring up a place in your mind as you sit down for this meditation that really represents this feeling and this place and environment of summer for you. So let's do that right now. Let's just get settled, get seated in a comfortable position. You can lie down if you'd like. If you are in your garden or somewhere in a meadow, maybe it feels good to actually lie down completely, feeling the whole ground holding your body beneath you. And then I want you to just take a couple deep breaths here, really feeling into this space, so this environment, this scene of summer, how this feels for you. Or if it's a memory, what memory is it that reminds you of this feeling of summer? The feeling of freedom and abundance and play. The feeling of the sun rays on your face, the warm breeze kissing your cheeks, and just this general sense of ease, like nothing matters, nothing needs to get done, but you have energy for days. You could do anything you wanted to. And it feels exciting. It feels expansive. You feel abundant. And as you lie there, taking your deep breaths in and out, start to feel the soil beneath you. Feel the energy of the soil during the season. How nourishing the soil is, how vibrant it is. The vibrations of the cellular growth that is happening beneath you right now and all around you. All the blooming that is coming through. The sense of vitality, of life force energy, of expansion shooting through the already grown roots, the already set foundations, and into your body, into your being. And notice how it's happening all around you. Everything is shooting up, everything is blooming, everything is ready to be seen. And everything gets to look different. It looks beautifully different and diverse. Meaning that whatever you are here to create, whatever you are blooming or budding, gets to be yours. And it has a place here. It belongs here, and you belong here. Start to feel this flow of passion and joy just pulsating all around you and through you. And feeling this energy just being around it, being inside of it, it being within you. I now want you to bring your project or your desire or your goal that you're currently manifesting or working towards into your mind's eye, and watch how you infuse this energy of this summer season into this manifestation, into this goal. See it fusing together like iron fuses together. See it coming together and fusing so strongly that it's just inherently combined now. They simply go together. And with this vision in your mind, see if anything changes about your desire, about your manifestation. Perhaps there's an inner knowing that comes through, or an intuitive hit around an aligned action that you can take. Perhaps you see the manifestation itself adjust and shift with this energy, seeing how much more is actually possible for you. Or maybe something reset and you realize that there's something different that you actually want, a different direction that you can go and run with. And if it feels good to you, you can pause this episode and spend a few more minutes basking in this energy, really connecting with it. And knowing that you can come back to this meditation for the rest of the summer season and beyond, as long as you are in that phase even of creation. Taking one more deep breath in, inhaling all of that potent, abundant, vital life force energy. And exhale any old cobwebs that are not going to serve you and support you on this journey forward as you harness this powerful cyclical harmony energy within you. And you can open your eyes. So thank you so much for joining me today for this episode. I'm so curious to hear how this episode resonated with you. What shifted for you in this meditation? Again, this is short and sweet. I love to be able to do things in my own life where it's like, okay, 5 minutes, completely shifting my energy. These things don't need to take a long time. And the transformation that you get to receive from these practices, from living within your cyclical codes, living in your cyclical harmony, doing a meditation like this, harnessing this energy, these get to happen fast. Like, this is not something that you need to wait years for. This is not something that you have to do tons and tons and tons of healing work. Like, you get to start now. Your manifestations are coming to you now. You get to harness this energy now. You get to tap into productivity and into your flow state now. So I would love to hear what you are bringing in and calling in with this summer season energy right now. How this episode resonated with you, let me know in the comments. And if you're ready to find your flow freedom in your life, one-on-one coaching may be for you. We go into cyclical harmony in so much more depth, really applying it to you and your life, making it based on your unique codes, because that's essentially everything here. Your success is sacred. Your path to sacred success is unique to you. And that's really what we're uncovering, laying out, and working towards together. So if that's resonating with you, I invite you to book a little chit chat. There's an alignment call link in the description or in the show notes below where we can just go through and chat about where you're at. What's your current situation look like? And if this kind of coaching would be aligned for you. This is zero pressure. It's really just a chance for us to see if this is the right fit. All right, I'm going to leave you with that. Happy midsummer. I am going to go back to my celebrations in Sweden. I'm not there yet, but I will be when this comes out. So go and celebrate this beautiful holiday, this beautiful seasonal magic. And I will see you next time. Thank you so much for tuning into today's episode. And guess what? I have a special gift for you. If you enjoyed this episode, you are really going to enjoy my sacred guide, How to Overcome Success Saboteurs. Did you know that your biggest opponent when it comes to being massively successful is actually you? If you are stressed with everything that you're juggling, feeling constricted with time, drained on a consistent basis, and lacking motivation, creativity, and flow state to be able to work productively and see serious progress, then there may be some sneaky and secret success saboteurs hiding right in your own mind. With my twist on a simple yet powerful neuro-linguistic programming, subconscious redesign technique that I will be walking you through in this guide, you will melt away productivity blocks, dissolve anxiety, and liberate yourself from the stress of being spread too thin. Let's slash those saboteurs so that you can revel in the satisfaction of your sacred success. Download the sacred guide, How to Overcome Success Saboteurs, in the description or show notes below.